Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 7. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The Bills had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Tua going to run the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tua on fourth down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Allen now on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
2 and now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And this returnable for Hines. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Green jet. Light blue. Yellow. Blue. Black ultra.
Tua going to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ultra. Ultra.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on second down. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Let's go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown 60. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed, and then...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd on the game. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On the double.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right. Red, cycle. Red, Hill.
In motion, Hill. Tua sets up to pass it. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Cycle. Green jack. Strike 2.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Real green. 6, 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen off the play fake. And Cook has it left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Hill to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation as he spots.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. To a hit, and the ball is out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Second down and 3.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on fourth down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. To throw again on second down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Okay, ready? Red, cycle. Ready?
Tua on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go